What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Brawl project. Today we are looking at another exciting commander from Ikoria. We're looking at Kinnan Progidy. This is a Simic commander. It just costs 2 mana. It's a 2/2, and it says whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. It also has an activated ability that costs 7 that says look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So this is both an enabler for large mana strategies as well as a payoff. What we're going to be trying to do with this one is to have non-land permanents, creatures that generate mana, and those effects are going to be amplified when we play Kinnan, and then we're going to try to get a truly obscene amount of mana. And that's very achievable with this deck. So the first thing that we're going to need is we're going to need some creatures in order to produce that mana. Gilded Goose, Caryatid, Incubation Druid, Leafkin Druid, Paradise Druid, those are all standard in most green decks. We also have Maraleaf Pixie, which works because we're in the colors for it. And we also have Cerulean Caretaker, which actually works out pretty well in this deck in particular, because if you go Cerulean Caretaker on 1, and then Kinnan on turn 2, then you can tap both of them in order to produce 2 mana. Kinnan, it makes the mana produce, the ability produce 2 mana. And then you can play one of these as well. You also have Arcane Signet, which is not a creature, but it's just so good, it's hard to ignore. I mean, you get to play Arcane, if you have Kinnan out, you get to play Arcane Signet, and then you can tap it for 2 mana and play something else that costs 2 immediately. So, we're going to have a lot of creatures in this deck. We have a lot of these cheap creatures, so let's have some ways of capitalizing on the fact that we're casting a lot of cheap creature spells. Beast Whisperer and the Great Henge is going to let us refuel our hand. We're going to be dumping it out really quickly. We are going to want ways of refueling it. Other ways we have of refueling it: Mass Manipulate, not that one. Sorry, I was looking at X spells. Gadwick, Finale of Revelation, and I think just those two. So we've got a few ways of redrawing the cards once we deploy our hand. We have a few ways of refueling cards. Oh, I guess Nylea also. Nylea plays both sides of the ball here. It reduces the cost of the creatures that we play, and it also makes it so that if we need a mana sink, it acts as one. Oh, Guardian Project, that's another way of refueling. Anyway, as this is a ramp deck, we're going to want some big payoffs. Aside from drawing lots of cards, what else can we do? Well, we can get an early Nyx Bloom Ancient or Nissa on the board, and if we untap with one of those, we are making so much mana, it is unreasonable. You're going to see a lot of that today. Also, as always with these ramp decks, I love playing Godpharaoh's Statue. If you can get this down early, it really stifles the opponent's ability to deploy. And yeah, that's it. And we've also got Finale of Devastation, which if we can cast for 10, which actually happens with this deck, we get to give all of our creatures +10/+10 and hopefully attack for lethal. So in order to protect our assets, we're really playing to the board really quickly, and we're playing a lot of big spells. We're going to want some counter spells, especially ones to protect the spells that we're playing. So Disdainful Stroke doesn't do it, but Negate and Quench, they are both cheap, and they can both protect against other counter spells. Disdainful Stroke protects against sweepers. That's something that we're also really mindful of. And so do Negate and Quench. Those also do a good job of protecting from sweepers. We also have Thassa's Intervention, which can act as some protection, or it can also act as a way of finding whatever we're looking for. Usually looking for one of these big X spells once we have a lot of mana, and we're not afraid of our opponent countering us if we play a big X spell. Anyway, that's the deck. We're going to make a ton of mana. We're going to get on the board early, make a ton of mana. Hopefully have something to do with that mana. We've got a few huge payoffs: Mass Manipulation, Finale of Revelation, Finale of Devastation. Nyx Bloom Ancient kind of works both ways. We've got ways of protecting our big mana plays and these counter spells. And one more thing I should mention about the counter spells is that I tried to include as many 2 mana counter spells as possible, because if we just have 1 mana creature up on the turn that we play Kinnan, it produces 2 mana. So just 1 mana creature tapping for 2 mana for one of these counter spells. That's the effect we're looking for. Alright, I'm going to play a bunch of these games, bunch of games with this deck. I've already played them, as I'm starting to record this process a little later. One change that I made between when I was playing the games and now recording this video is I actually took out a few cards to put into more lands. This is now running at 27 lands. We were really stuck on mana early on with some of the games. And I mean, 25 mana I think is pretty low for Brawl. If you've been around this channel, you know I love my high land counts. And I thought this deck could get away with it, but after playing some games, I just don't think so anymore. So we're back up to 27 lands, back in my happy zone of playing a ton of lands. And yeah, that's where the deck is. As always, the deck list is in the description. Also, links to all my socials if you want to follow, like, subscribe, whatever. Just take a look in the description. Anyway, enjoy the rest of this video. Enjoy the games that we play with this. It is explosive. It is explosive, or it falls flat. But a lot of the times it's really explosive, and you're going to get to see a lot of really nice action. One more thing that I should mention is the first game is actually the least explosive and the least interesting, so if you want to skip that one, I wouldn't blame you. Just go on ahead to about 26 minutes and a half in this video, and you'll get to a slew of games that go really fast, so hope you enjoy. Alright, let's get into the games. Alright, here we go with Kinnan, huge mana. We're against Gigantha. Ooh, another Ikoria commander. This one doesn't have a mana creature, so we're going to go ahead and ship it. That is a big part of what we're planning on doing. This one doesn't either. It's got the Leyline of Abundance. I definitely like that. Do I want to go down to 6? Yeah, I think I do. Whew, that's a bummer. Okay. I mean, we're going to keep this. It's not exciting. We have 2 cards that cost X in it, so we're going to put the one that costs more blue mana symbols on the bottom. Okay, Gigantha. Well, Gigantha as a commander, it's probably playing... I mean, you can still play the ultimatums. One thing about Gigantha as a companion is you can't play all of those things. Ooh, are we mutating here? Is that what our opponent's doing? Okay, well, I'm just going to run out Kinnan. Unfortunately, Kinnan is not really what you want to be doing on turn 2, but I don't really have a better plan here. Okay. I'm just playing this out as a 3/3. Alright. So our plan is going to be to get Beast Whisperer down, then to get Questing Beast, and just start drawing cards. I feel like this is it's a start that's not explosive, and it's a start that is not particularly resilient, so that's 2 strikes against it. If we go Beast Whisperer and our opponent plays Gigantha and they untap with it, it's really bad for us. Each opponent loses some amount of life and they get Beast Token. Alright. We've got some life to spare. Not infinite, but we've got some life. Creature's a 2/2, doesn't attack or block well. Ooh, okay. Well, so if I play Nylea... Yeah, I'm just gonna play Nylea. That's like playing a mana creature, and it resolves. Excellent. Let's see if our opponent does something big here. I'm sure they are. I mean, they can even just play Gigantha, and all of a sudden they have all their colors and plenty of mana. Pouncing Shore Shark, Bouncing Kinnan. Well, that's kind of okay, because we weren't doing anything with the mana last... Oh, well, I guess actually that's not entirely true. Okay, so they're going to bounce this. They have, well, a lot of things, but we're going to get to play... Yeah, I'll just go to the hand. We're going to get to play Beast Whisperer and Questing Beast. One thing I forgot, Castle Garenberg can make an additional mana. The other thing we can do is we can just play Meteor Golem to halt our opponent, but we could really use the cards. Okay, so let's activate this. Let's play a Beast Whisperer on the cheap. And let's play a Questing Beast. That turns on Nylea. It also draws us a card. Uro? I don't mind an Uro here. Seems pretty likely that our opponent's going to be able to answer our Questing Beast and attack in. How much damage is that? 10. Well, it could be something big. No, you know what? Let's make him do it. I'll just attack with 1. I don't think we're killing our opponent that quickly here anyway, so we'll just do this. Okay. So hopefully our opponent can't disrupt our questing beast, because if they... Yep, they can. Okay, well hopefully they can't add power. So they're going to bounce this questing beast. Well, I definitely need to take off this step. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. Oh, they're going to bounce Nylea. Oh, I'm happy for that. Unless they can also bounce the questing beast, in which case I'm not happy. Alright. Okay. Not just dead. I like it when we're not just dead, because it's pretty bad when we're just dead. But Nylea off the table? Okay, I kind of want to gain some life here with Uro. Is it possible for me to play Nylea and Uro? It is not, but I can play, like, Uro... I mean, it is potentially possible if I draw an untapped blue source, but I don't really want to be banking on that. I can also... Nope, can't play that. Okay, so I think I'm going to play Uro... Wait. What am I missing? I mathed wrong somewhere along here. Alright, I'm just gonna play Nylea and pray that I draw... I'm actually gonna go for a green source, because I've got more green sources in my deck. So let's play Nylea. This will draw me a card with Beast Whisperer. I guess I've got a lot of things that cost single... Oof. Ooh. Well, did not pay off. Guess I may as well... Wait, no. If I attack with Questing Beast, that means I can't block with Nylea. That's a pretty big deal. Alright, well, hopefully they don't have any further mutations here. They discarded some lands. Boneyard Lurker, which would be really good here. Uh-oh. Is this the end? Well, they're going to be able to make another creature. Bouncing Nylea again. Yeah, and they're going to be able to... Well, they can't... If they... With Questing Beast still on the field, they might not be able to attack. Game doesn't quite seem to be over yet. It seems like it's been really close to being over. A lot. But apparently it's not quite over. I guess they can jam Gigantha. Man, I really want to take out this stack. But on the other hand, I really want to get a path to getting Uro in play and gaining some life so I can survive. Okay, so they just played Gigantha here. Got so much power on the board. They could have just swung with everything also. Alright, well, our opponent's giving us extra breath. How are we going to make the most out of it? Can just blow this up. Can just blow this up too. I think I want to blow this up. Block. We take 7. We take 7 anyway, so we would die. Alright, so I guess I need to play Uro this turn, one way or another. So I guess I may as well lead with Nylea. Draw a card. Okay. I'm gonna play Uro. Hopefully I hit a land that I can play. Alright, that works. Gain some life, put a land into play. And I could play another creature, but I really want to just have Negate up. Well, no, you know what? My opponent doesn't seem like they're playing a deck that plays Negate. Alright, so I'm just gonna play Kinnan. Yeah, alright. Let's do it. Yeah, no tax. We need all these creatures back to block. I guess if our opponent has no gas in hand, we might be able to do something, but it seems highly unlikely. Man, even with all the cards that we've drawn, we haven't hit any mana creatures to take advantage of Kinnan with. It's possible that this hand was also not a keep. If we get another turn, we get to Meteor Golem. Oh, that's a lot of mana. Can't be used to spend to pay generic costs. All right, what do we have here? This is the only card in my graveyard. Yeah, I guess I was just playing Uro to draw a card, play a land, and gain 3 life. But heck, all those things are relevant for us right now. All right, so opponent's trying to figure out how they want to do that. They floated the mana. They put land into play. Okay. They didn't want to cycle it? Wonder if they've got something to follow it up with. Oh boy, this is the one that brings stuff back? It is. Okay. Oh, but they're just casting it. Did they not have... They had enough mana to mutate it, didn't they? I mean, it's not like they're getting a ton back, but even so. Alright, alright. We have life. And that is a very dangerous thing to give us. Okay, so we're gonna play Nissa with as few forests as possible. Then we'll have as much generic mana to play Meteor Golem on Parcel Beast. We'll just draw a lot of cards and make a lot of mana and flood the board like our opponent did the first few turns. Alright, so let's tap all these. I'm gonna leave Fabled Passage untapped for now, just in case. Let's do that. Well, I hit the Parcel Beast. This is just an attacker and blocker, unless they draw something with Mutate. Alright, Meteor Golem. Let's shoot the Parcel Beast. Stack the Great Henge. Well, do this. I can sacrifice this, play the Great Henge. Yeah, playing the Great Henge is pretty good because it gives me an additional 2 life to play with, and then it produces 3 mana, which I can play with Shifting Ceratops with. Alright, so let's get a Forest, let's play the Great Henge, and then let's play Shifting Ceratops, because the Great Henge produces 1 extra mana with Kinnan. Let's draw a couple more cards. Alright, we're at 12, and hopefully our opponent can't get us before we get to untap. And if we get to untap with how much mana we have now, I think we're pretty set. Okay, our opponent gets to do that. This is whenever it mutates. Yeah, okay. They're going to get a lot of stuff back. Fortunately... Oh, geez, they're going to get to draw a lot of cards with the Great Henge, too, huh? Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a... Well, unless they can kill us or disrupt us enough, it might be okay. They're going to draw a lot of cards. Oh, geez, they also have all the mana from Gigantha. Yeah, this is a ton of Great Henge triggers. Whew, gosh. Hopefully they don't have any way of giving haste. They can fly in and attack down our Nissa, which is bad. But not the end of the world. We still have Kinnan, the Great Henge. Like, we might get to untap with the Great Henge in play with Kinnan on the field. What is this? Okay. Alright, well, here we go. Bringing stuff back. I don't think they really have much to bring back. This, I guess. Well, I say that, but they can bring back 3 creatures. Okay. And they get to activate the Luna again. Holy cow. And draw a ton of cards. The only silver oh, shoot, they still have Gigantha untapped. Okay, our opponent is doing the thing far better than we are. How can I even defeat this? If my board stays intact and I draw like a mass manipulation, I can steal some number of things, but is it good enough? I mean, they have enough cards in hand that it's probably not. I've got Finale of Revelation. That doesn't do a ton. Like, I can draw a bunch of cards, but I still need the mana to be able to play it. They're just going to drain me out here. Why is that so cheap? Where'd they get the mana for that? 1 with Giganta and then 2 with other stuff? I'm surprised they're not just stacking on a Luna. I definitely would. This has 2 of the huge monsters. It's got a Luna and Nethroi. Is this the destroy an artifact or enchantment? Gem Razor? Yes, it is. Alright, unfortunately, I don't think our opponent's gonna let us come back from this. It was a fun ride, though. Like, maybe if we had gotten the... Oh, they all cost 1 less because of this. I'm forgetting that ability. Anyway, it was a fun ride. If we get, like, Nyx Bloom Ancient in some way to, like, untap lands? No, it just seems unlikely. If I cast this for 10, that also works. What? We're alive? Nis is alive? Oh, man. Can I figure it out? Finale of Revelation for 10? Untap 5 lands? It only costs 2. We draw 10 cards. Hopefully there's something that'll let us win the game in there. It's not crazy that could happen. Alright, let's play this. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do it. 10. Let's make sure we're the ones tapping our mana here. That was really underwhelming. Okay, well, all's not lost yet. We can still Thassa's Intervention. We don't have a land to play. We've got Crashing Drawbridge, but that's not going to help right now. We can blow this up, and that's worth something, but at 2 life? I don't think that's going to be enough. Maybe I should have calculated the number of cards I could have drawn without... Okay, well, whatever. Geez, that's his intervention to look for the thing that shoots stuff. I'm out of timeouts. I need to act. Okay, I'm just gonna do this and fight their huge thing. I guess Arcane Signet is free. Wow, no lands. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to rely on... Can I play this? No, I don't have double blue. I'm just going to try to rely on having an unsummon... I don't have unsummon and negate up. I just have unsummon up. Okay, I'm going to try to rely on just having unsummon up and hope that that's enough to save us from dying here. So we have unlimited hand size. We just need to survive, but I think my opponent just has more creatures than me at this point. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana at my disposal, but most of it is colorless, which doesn't really help out here. So I think I just have like a negate. Oh boy. What is this targeting? So I think I just unsummon whatever this is trying to mutate. I assume this is mutating. Are they just casting it? No, they're just casting it. Okay. What? Oh, come on. I couldn't see it because the card was blocking the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Fine. Okay, is this also mutating that? Okay, thank you. Thank you for showing me this time. Oh my goodness. Shifting Ceratops can gain reach? I don't think that matters. I guess we could activate Nylea, but that doesn't matter either. We're in it for Finale of Devastation. They probably have... Yeah, they can just mutate onto this, right? And then... Yeah, okay. Which one's this targeting? Gem Razor? They're going to shoot out, like, my Arcane Signet? Alright. Oh, they're probably going to give me the old math is for blockers, and I think that all I have to do is count up the number of... Oh, they just killed me. Okay, well, I thought I was dead anyway. If you were bored, I apologize for making you sit through that, but, you know, there always seemed like we got that, we got to untap, and there was a chance. I mean, even with Finale of Devastation without Trample, I don't know if we had it. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Alright, now this is a hand. Ooh, and my opponent's playing Gyruda. That's exciting. Alright, well, we are definitely keeping this. We've got everything we're looking for, which is mana creatures, basically. Alright. Temple first. Mass Manipulation. I already have an X-Spell. Let's just focus on mana production. So I'm going to go Marleaf Pixie into Kinnan, into Arcane Signet, and if we have another mana creature, we can even play that one. So my opponent's deck only has even costed cards, which is interesting. That's the limitation with Gyruda. I've tried to make a Gyruda deck, but I was not successful to get to where I wanted it to be. I'm actually going to play Beast Whisperer here. Then I can play Kinnan into Arcane Signet into... I guess I can play Gadwick after that if I really want to. Mystic Forge? Alright. Now Weaponsmith is really good. Anyway, I think we've got like a turn 5 of... If we don't have the kill on turn 5, we certainly can do a lot of things, I believe. Okay, so let's play this. We're going to be drawing cards too with each thing we cast. Yeah, okay. Actually, we are kind of stuck. We're actually kind of stuck. I can play Gadwick for 2, or I can just play this Arcane Signet. And then I have 4. Oh, I can do this and play Gadwick for 1. Okay, that's fine. 1. Draw another card. Okay. Go ahead and attack. Alright, so how big is our next turn going to be? That's what I'm interested in. We can play this Nyxbloom Ancient, but I guess we only have 4 mana left over. If we don't play the Nyxbloom Ancient, how much mana do we have? We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, 9 can get a lot of stuff. We can get a Finale of Devastation. We can play that for 7. See where our opponent has... This does not help cast Gyruda. Worth noting. Firemind Vessel. Probably want to take that one out. Like, if we're being honest here, I think the correct play is to play Finale of Devastation for 7, get Meteor Golem, and just blow up the Firemind Vessel and attack again. It's boring, so we're not going to do it. Yeah, let's just tell our opponent that they can do their worst. What this? I only have 4 mana. I can't play Cavalier of Thorns after that. But that's okay, I suppose. We could also draw into a negate. No? Okay. Float a mana. Solve. Wait, how come this added... Oh, 4 mana. Flip 3 mana. Oh, well, okay. Alright, I mean, I guess our opponent didn't have an answer for our Nyxbloom. It wasn't until the next turn that we were going to do something super explosive, cast a Finale of Devastation for 10, but alright, I accept. Alright, playing against Riel the Everwise. Ooh, and we have a Leyline in hand? Excellent. This hand is actually fantastic. This is a turn 3 Nissa. So... Alright, hopefully they just don't mess with our stuff. That's the dream. Maybe they have a Shock? Or they're playing Riel, they probably just have cycling cards. So if I play Kinnan, this says add an additional... No, I think the thing to do is play Nissa this turn and then play Kinnan. Ooh, oh, and our opponent is tapped down? Excellent. Okay, so Nissa. Untap. We even get to get an attack in. Oh, man. How much mana were you going to have? So that one's going to produce 1, 2, 3. That one was going to produce 2. And then the forest was going to produce 2. So that's 7. And then we had one more. So, based on my count, we couldn't, like, finale them for 10. Oh, unless we untap something and... Okay, maybe we could have finale'd them for 10 on turn 4. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do. That's what this deck is all about. Turn 3 victory. Let's go. Right, opponent playing Kenrith Zerda. Interesting. Yeah, we'll keep this. It has a Leafkin Druid. Definitely interested in that. We do need another land with this one. There we go. We can play, I think, kind of like playing Nylea on turn 3 with this hand. So, Leafkin Druid, we can play Kinnan. I think that if there was something I could play alongside Kinnan, like if I had a 3-drop, I might be interested in doing that. But I think the way that this hand's shaking out, I just want to play Nylea, and that'll make things cheaper in the future. And it's also resistant to removal. It's difficult to remove. So I wonder what this Kenrith deck is. With the advent of the mythic legendary, three color mutated legendaries, and the interventions, the ultimatums. You can do a lot of crazy stuff. Do they have a counterspell here? No? Okay, good. Good for us. So if I can play Kinnan into Shifting Ceratops, and then Nylea can attack. So let's go ahead and do that. Definitely don't want to Planeswalker right into Kenrith. Oh, I can attack with the Shifting Ceratops too. How did I miss that fact? I don't know. I miscalculated somewhere. I don't think it's like reasonably likely that we get swept here. But hey, we got 10 damage in. We'll Tameo back one of our creatures. Like, Tameo back the Leafkin Druid seems pretty solid, especially if we hit a land. And if they don't have the sweeper, like it appears that they don't, oh boy. Okay, so what's the best thing we can do here? I think the best thing we can do here is actually just Finale of Revelation for a lot of cards. It kind of sucks if our opponent has removal, but whatever. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what I'm getting. Yeah, we'll just tap out for this. If they've got a counterspell, it means that they don't have removal. We'll attack with these two. I'll probably chump block. Sabotage, yep. Alright. Very well. Just go for the attack. They're at 3. We've got Tameo to pick up the Finale of Revelation again and try it again if we so choose. We don't quite have 4 blue for mass manipulation. I mean, we have unsummon. Maybe we can just unsummon something and attack for lethal. Alright, they're playing Kenrith. Very well. I think I'm just going to go for the unsummon. I can even go... Well, that is nice. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and do that then. I'll lead with the Nissa. Alright, what say you to Nissa? Is Nissa good? Is Nissa cool? I actually could have tapped one of these forests so that I would have triple blue, so I could play unsummon Tameo unsummon. But I think we're okay. If they want to counter this, they can. They just have to... Yeah, okay. So, I'm guessing that they don't have anything that can deal with the unsummon on Kenrith here. Boing. Oh, Zerda. Of course. Alright, they're one. That's pretty good. The good news here is that they have to chump block with Zerda. Oh. You want to block Nylea. Well, okay, I do think we were in a great spot here, but that did help. Alright, there we go. One really long loss, and 2, 3 really quick victories right after that. Alright, opponent going first. We've got a ley line, but we don't have a mana creature, and we don't have a third land either. I'm tempted to keep it just on the back of Quench ley line. And like Guardian Project isn't bad, especially what appears to be a control deck. No, I'm gonna be greedy. And he said as he clicked on the keep button instead of the redraw button. Okay. Well. Feels like what's the name of that show? Rocky and Bullwinkle, where I didn't say I could fly the plane good. Alright, looks like we're just getting milled out here. 2. I think I'll just play Kinnan. If their plan is to play Ashiok, then we'll get to put some pressure on with Kinnan. Man, we could have used both of those lands. Alright, we'll see if this is Ashiok or a removal spell on Kinnan. We'd actually rather it be Ashiok because as the board stands, we can put some pressure on them. And we can use Quench to protect Kinnan in the future. Yeah, these cards are being exiled, but that's fine. It's not like I have any recursion going on anyway. Oh, shoot. Okay, well. If I want to keep up Unsummon, or sorry, keep up Quench, that means that I can't play Incubation Druid. Okay, well, I'll play Greedy. I mean, if we get to untap with this, we all of a sudden have a ton of mana. If we don't, which I think is more likely, then we're probably dead. I mean, this is why I run high on lands in almost every deck I build. Like, this deck is running 25 lands, seems like a pretty reasonable number, but then something like this happens, and it's pretty much a death sentence. I would rather them kill Kinnan here. Ooh, we get to untap? That was unexpected. Okay, well, let's start off with attacking... You know, I don't even have to play anything here, do I? Now, the other thing I could do, this produces 3 mana. I could just play the Guardian Project. That seems not bad. I accept that. Okay, let's do that. Let's tap this Castle Ventress. Keep them guessing as to what I'm going to be playing here. 2+? What does that mean, 2+? Shouldn't it just be 3? Oh, it's 2+ green. Right, okay. Because this adds green. Alright, well, whatever. Guardian Project. I can protect the Guardian Project. Negate. Oh, well, I can't quench that anyway. Alright, fine. If they want to activate Ashiok again, then they're going to have to put them back into the command zone. I don't have anything that shuffles right now. Yep. Alright, how much? We've still got quite a bit of runway left. It doesn't help that these cards get a lot worse when we don't really have much in terms of a library, but that's fine. Actually, if our opponent just, like, jams Ashiok again, we'd play the God Pharaoh statue. Okay, that's not bad. Well, I don't want to plan to open mana. I'm just going to attack. We've got, what, 7 mana? So we can just activate Kinnan. The other thing we can do is put the counters on Incubation Druid, which would let it add 2 more mana on the next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can do that and keep Quench up. How do I feel about this? Well, I can't Quench it. I can unsummon it. No, I think this is fine. I'm just gonna activate like this. Oh, Nylea. That's a deal. Command zone. Nylea is going to lose its creature status, but all it needs is one more devotion, and it threatens to take down Ashiok pretty easily. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I could play this. They're probably going to have some sort of answer for it, but if this sticks, like, first of all, we can probably quench whatever our opponent's answer for this is, right? And if it sticks, we just get to attack with Nylea. That sounds good to me. Yeah, let's get in there, Nylea. We can activate Nylea, but I think I'm just putting counters on Incubation Druid if given the opportunity. Hey, this is exactly like what I was talking about. Here, my opponent stumbled on 4 lands. A lot of decks can utilize 4 lands very well, but you know, if they had if they were able to hit their land drops, they'd probably be in a much better position. They only have blue up. Okay, so I have 3 mana. That's not really going. Yeah, I should have. That was foolish. I guess I can activate Nylea and see if it turns up anything. I actually do want that. Call me crazy for liking mana so much, but this is how I am. Take me or leave me. So this will produce 3, 4, 5 mana, and then we can God Pharaoh statue. Okay, adapt. Why would it tap like that? Oh man. I have no idea why it tapped like that. Okay then. Plan B. Look menacing. I'm just gonna draw 2 cards. Alright, well, definitely handed that one to our opponent on a silver platter. If they want to, like, play a sweeper here or something like that. Extinction event is gone. They probably can't get rid of Nylea. Well, we won anyway. Well, the real winner in this game was Magic Arena. Right, opponent is on Yarok the Desecrated. I think this is going to be tough. We do not play a ton of interaction. This hand actually has the most interaction that we have with Mass Manipulation. I'm not keeping this. We're shipping it. We don't have any early plays. This one has a Leyline. Okay, I guess I'll keep. It's got a Leyline and a 4-drop, but boy, I think this deck needs another land or two. It definitely feels like we're stalling on land drops, and it doesn't matter how many mana creatures you have. Well, okay, maybe it does, but if your opponent, like, land drops are just as good as mana creatures, except they don't die to removal, and they cost 0, and you get to use them the turn you play them. If you're not hitting your land drops, it's not even worth it. They thinking of destroying something? Be my guest. This crashing drawbridge is just a red herring here. Okay. I mean, look. We kept a 2-lander on the draw. And we drew 3 cards, and none of them were lands. Not going to get that upset about it, he said, as he was getting extremely agitated over the fact that he was not drawing lands. Alright, alright. Let's go to the next one. Good game. Well played. Nice. Feather the Redeemed. Ooh, and we have a Gilded Goose and a Leyline? Holy cow. Okay, keep. I echo the sentiment I had in the last game, where I kind of wish I just had another land in this hand. But, you know. Okay, so Another land's coming down. Gilded Use. We play Gilded Use on turn 1. We need another land. We need a blue source specifically in order to get Kinnan down on turn 2. And then the Gilded Use produces 3 mana. So I think we're just playing... We can't really do anything. We really just need to hit lands. I mean, that's really what's happening here. We can play Finale of Revelation for 1 on this next turn, 2 if we have an untapped land of any kind. But I don't think that's worth our Gilded Use activation. Not yet. Fabled Passage. Yeah, definitely getting a blue source with Fabled Passage. Okay. Alright, so Gilded Use for 1 is kind of garbage. How about... Or, sorry, Finale of Revelation for 1 is kind of garbage. How about Finale of Revelation for 2? How garbage is that on a scale from 1 to really garbage? I think, you know, I think I'm going to go for it. Can I... Oh, this doesn't produce double... Okay, well, Oh, man. Today is not my day. I'm playing really badly. Oh, man. Okay, I guess we're making a food token. I guess that's just what the plan is now. Look at me, I am the plan now. Hushbringer, okay. I will respond by creating a food token. Hushbringer is pretty good in a lot of matchups, so I think against us it's not actually that big of a deal. Okay, so we can play Kinnan here. And we can't really do anything yet on the next turn. I mean, I guess we can... Oh, this produces... an additional mana now. No, but that's fine. Okay, so I think here's what the plan is. We're going to play Nyx Bloom Ancient on the next turn, and we're going to protect it with a negate. And you're probably asking, well, how do you do that? This taps for I can't do that. Yeah, that's fine. They probably have some sort of combat trick, right? How much mana does this tap for? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we just play Nyx Bloom Ancient and pray like crazy that we untap with it. That's the actual plan. If I were to draw one more land, I could protect it with negate, and that is huge. Let's get another blue source first of all. The other problem is I might just die if I hang on. You know what? Screw it. If my opponent has removal, good for them. If they don't, good for me. Alright, opponent. Do you have Conclave Tribunal, Banishing Light, Prison Realm? Geez, this is an enchantment too. Even like Heliod's Intervention gets us pretty good. Okay, this is a good sign. Are we dead? Can they kill us with Feather? I think the only double strike spell costs 3. At least the only one that I can think of. If we get to untap, it's like not even close. Or it shouldn't be anyway. I guess it could be, but hopefully it isn't. Maybe they've got a fight spell. Destroy target, tap target permanent. If it's an artifact, destroy it, draw a card. Okay, that's fine with me. How much mana can I produce? That's a lot of mana. That's 5. Okay, so 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 12. That's a lot of mana. How much of it do I need? I think if I just draw all the cards, we'll be able to figure out the rest later. Not this one. Finale of Revelation. So this is 15 cards. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Auto pay. And we will untap the lands that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 4 lands. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, our opponent figured out. We were going to play the God Pharaoh's statue to basically remove 2 of our opponent's mana sources, or make everything cost 2 more, and then we were going to destroy Feather. So I think that was good. All right, untapping with Nyx Bloom Ancient. Seems pretty good. All right, Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. I wonder if this is a meme deck. I think I'm actually going to ship this. Cerulean Caretaker is actually really good in this deck, but I can't actually play Kinnan and get a second creature online, so I'm going to mulligan. All right, Paradise Druid, fine. Negate, awesome. Keep. All right, play the Paradise Druid, then we'll play the Kinnan and play the Thornwood Falls. We'll have Negate up. Then we'll be able to produce 6 mana on the following turn. Finale of Devastation for 4 gets us, well, Questing Beast is like the best thing we can get. Or if we're just trying to get more stuff, we could get a Beast Whisperer. Is that the one that lets you draw cards for each one that you play? Oh, that's kind of cool. 4. Okay, well, we're just going to play Kinnan. Do I want to hold up Negate to make sure Kinnan sticks? You know, I don't think so, because if they counter this, then that's 1 fewer counterspell they have for Nissa, who can come down on the following turn. You got it. Into the command zone you go. Alright, we're gonna jam Nissa on the next turn. Or are we? Our opponent just passed mana menacingly. You know what? Screw it. I'll try this again. You want to counter this? Mystical Dispute. Oh, it's a blue spell, I guess. Okay, back to the command zone you go. I'm gonna see. I mean, the thing is, if they tap out for Jace, they +1, we play Nissa, attack it for 5. That's an exchange I'm willing to take. If they hold up counter magic again, I guess I'll just jam Kinnan again. We'll use that to get rid of counter spells from their hand. All right, here we go. Yeah, Jace. All right. This is such a nonsense card. Yeah, I'll just tap the Bonder's Enclave. I'll attack. We don't even have to worry about a sweeper because we're playing against mono blue. If I had a breeding pool, that would be pretty sick because I'd be able to hold up Negate, which is pretty nonsense, gotta say. But this is pretty nonsense as it is. I mean, we've got Meteor Golem in order to take out anything they might play. We're getting close to Finale of Devastation for 10. Alright, there we go. I think I'm going to call it a day for this deck. It was very lopsided one way or another. I do think that it would be better to add some lands, take out some the medium end. Like, I think the top end is really important for when you do generate all that mana. But like some of these mid-range cards like Questing Beast and what's the other one? Shifting Ceratops. Maybe you don't need both of them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Brawl Project. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my socials, which are in the description. If you're looking for the deck list, also in the description. I make tons of Brawl content, so stay tuned to YouTube and Twitter where I post all this stuff. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.